Deduinuit humilicatot uvanga atakasakralaktori malgana paglagapsi Uvagut TV mun Ăᕐᕕഅનિ Pivalliajut Uvagut kakriun hikuigavik uvloa bingachikinik gehichutinga akimek malok ukionga 2026 Uvagut daudogniakto he David Kuptana ulokaktumin kolakto agniakto daudogniakto hilo nunga hauta okautikapku Jordy Reed yelanaif min davni okauchinika tanwangi okauchinika katimakapta malok hanuhikak aglan mikrocheniklu inovelokton taiwagnaktunga ilihautinaktungalu hinlu dainagitkalu makpiganik taharashonik inuit holi raglingniklu aglan pagmabak ulokaktu mogniaktogut avni David Kuptana kolakto agniaktok halokagit David kanukit bit
Ja lammaktu haloqqagillu ja qulaaqtualinniartu ulukaqtuumut ullumi hilaqqigaalu
ariga
allaqtu allagaalu anorrerallikkaluaqunaniggimin aggut anorreriuaruartoq alappaarneertoq hihaeqtumi uqaliqpaktaan hajja inuilullukkitkpaktu angunialukkittut aullaalukkitpaktut tingmiarriortut nutqayuittut hajja hiku immakpalliajoq hina avatqutittoq ulitaqpalliaqallittoq hiku ilangertaqpalliaqallinerami hulittauq ăᕐᕕăgutaunna ainneq hilisserpiartoq niggimi anorrerpakkami hikuivittukiimi inuit aullaarpaktuulissikiitukku taavunga massuugiamiggaana massuugiamungualerpaktu tingmiarriortut hajjanut qaallakpalliajut aullaartut inuit tingmitseqerpiaqaluaramik tingmiat amigeerpaktu tingmitseqiut aliaguttut naammaktumik aullaalukkitpakkami angunialukkit qoyanginnaq iqaluggiortullu iqalukpiarpaktut ippakkarlu unnuaq aullarrimakaqapta iqaluggioriartorquta iqalukallittugut qanilqumi tayanmit taamanga inuit aulatteqallittuunartut upaggimayu tauni aulattigut hulittauq inuit natterriortullu nattiarpaktut hiku nakkuungmat nattiaqautingmatik nattiakallitpaktut uullu nattiartorpakkapta aqittuuni qoanarrivaktoq neriuminartulik ippimanittauq taununga kuugiamiggaanut havagiartorrimagapta natterrioriartorquta ima natti ilrioriartorrugit pigaptiit havakpakkapta alianartoq ilaani hilarlukallitpakkami imani hajja hilaqqerpalliaqallitpaktoq alappaarneertoq kiaqorterpalertoq nuna ippakkaraullauiaqqut mahakpiarami nakkuugiyoq panertoq anorritakpiarami anorpiarpakka nuna panihaktoq aputaa ilangartoq apullerpiagaktoq hinaahamna uliyuartoq kuukkat imaqqoqtuerpiartut nuna mahakterpiarami nuna aputaa mahakpiaq qorlualeramik tattinut imaukkakpiaramik taimaittumik imaqqortuuyun huliluttauq uattiagu unnuggareeqqat hapkuassikuortut ilihaqtut graduaternahuartut faimungaqqat iagutinahuat Kate Kuptanalu orrina Kira arreataaq taakkua graduaternahuartut ublumi uattiagu faimungaqqat iagutiniartut taimittimik hunavalu ilangit ublumi umingnarernahuartut graduatertunut takpanguuyaamini inuit hulilukkitnami alianarrivaktoq ulapqivaktullu taampuleerrutik ulapqivaktut qingalit taampuleerpakkamik inuit ulapqilukaarpaktut nakkuuyoq nerilukaaqutillu niqautigiakkiuvaktuhilataaani haamlatkut haamlatsilataanerivakkavi uleqqivimmilu uleqqiliqpakkamik unnukkaangami iya inuittau taavunga kivanmut aullaarpaktut aullauiarqutik iqaluggiorqutik angunialukkittu tingmiarriorqutik aullauilukkit pakkamik anguvaktut innutaqqatkattaumasuiami qatigeraarpakkapki taima santtinniluunnimalruni taikaniittugnarriugut massuiami inajorpakkap haatkaartorpakkapta haatkaartorpangmatanutaqqat neqigganikpiaramigapta ukioriaqquanarpiartoq inuit hequlukkit piarpaktu heqorpiarpaktut ilaani tingmiatkilaorpiaraani kinguliriittaliak pakkamik amigarqulerpaktu iya nakkuuyoq iaptalu imani ippagaaninnuartau inuhaktut inuit manniktarpiaamik hamanga uluavullillukkangullu unavaluit tingmiat manniktarpiaami inuit manniktorpiaraami quanarpiartuq manniktortitaorpiaraptalu inuhaktut angunialukkittut ima manniktartatik inunnut tuniorraggu ilangit pihulluit pivakkami quanartoq uulluttaaquli aullauniaqniarrimayugaluigut kiimi ainnerin hiliggiqpiarmata anoreraalu ippaggaq hihaillamut taimiittumik hiliggiqpiarmata ainnerin taim aullarnaruartugut hatsa tattinul hapkununga tattiliqerallinnialertugut inui tattiliqelerpiarmata iqaluggiortut piffiggarriortut angunialukkittut nakkuuyoq quanarpiartut huliluttauq hulilukkittut hulamikmi halummarriullu taapkuattau haamlatkut halummarripkailaktut tapkuat tittingitpaktut eqqakkut hunavaluit halummarripkailutillu halummartiripkailutik munarriiqartuttau anguni anguiqiiggainnik ima munarriuggaini ilaani aggat hunavaluit tikilerpangmata taimaittimik munarriittimik pigimainmata munarrivlutik pirallitpaktain havaktittirallitpaktun inui havalukkittu havaaqaqarallitpakkamik inuhaanilangit havagallitpaktut ilangittau havaangittut ima angunialukkittut pilerpaktut uvullu taimaiyorallitpaktut nutaqqatka aullautarivlugit iliahutisimmaarallitpakkaptin quanartoq inuittau ilangit aullaarutaitut ima taimi tingmiartat inugnut payuktautivlugut pivakkamigis quanartoq inugni ikailukaarrutik angunialukittutik aittortuivlutik pivaktut hamani nunaptinni uluggartuumi iya haluorpiaqqunga naammakpakluit inuit tamaarmi ikajorteqarpaklutik ilannarinnartumik pivaglutik hulilukkittut hatsa hikku aullarmikpat inuit natterriulukkit piarnialermiu nattiaq ima akkiqarmat neqqavungmallu nattiarriurallit piarnialertut hulilukkilutik kuviartorluttillu kuviartorviggaq tikilermingmat aqaguaninnuartikinniartu unakkuugaq oqpilgukkuugaanik taivuktaat halvarpiahaktoq jaakspiimi ittoq taununga halvarteralliinnalertu hakuviggiqpiaami imaukkatakpiaami ikiqtuheqpiarami kuugaq taimaittumi aputaamahakpiarami nunamit kuuga ikiqtuheqpiartu hakuviggiqpiartut aahilluttauq amna hikku aullaanginnalimearmingmat inuitamayatik aiggqattarrutik aiggqaktut massuiami taavanga massuiaqatsa nutqaallalermingmat taimaartalermingmassuk tingmiarriuvik nutqalermingmat tingmiat hatsa ivayoqitalermingmata ippaggaani kingullernigoq uvlumilu tingmiani amigaittunik tautukpaktut kingullerriortu taapkuat tikitertut tingmiat qingalgit amaulgit taama horlortullumitqit aangillu tuulliillu tahamatikitaqpaktut hanja aglaat ilangit ivaliha unnarriu tasqirriu tahamungaaktoq pikihuarnarrinarmiyoq mitanarlik innuk taamit tapkua aippa innulikartut uluagulliillu kangullu imiaasiaktut tingurrauteet imiaasiaktut tailerpakteet innuleriaraamik okei haluoqqut qoalaqqui hunamiklumi oqarramni naloqqarallilermigama nunamut aullaaqimmaaqalinniartut takpagnakihimittigva ilanga aputeqqortuyu oqartaaluli tattit imaqqortorpiartu takpagnatigva tassainna aputailimainami aputeraalu aulahimainami ilanga apullerpakkaluarruni ilangattauq kuukkahapkua ikaartorianginni ili ikertulualerpiarpakkami ikihivaggutillu assa apunmahakpat imaksivallianiarto qaanarpiaqquinaamakpaklui assa oqarallinnama qaanartoq qakuguttaurluunniin
Qanak Baklu, Krinak Baraklu, David, Kliakdakavit, Uglubakulu Kakdumin.
Ja, qaana. Det er slet ikke som det er ikke så long. Emma.
Dautuktohi, temanna Sweden mi katimarat itkanaiginikamik katimak baraktut inuit huliraktut davni dagimakeni Sweden mi. Aglan pagmapaka daiwagnaktunga makpiganik taharashanik. Uvagut Development Corporation good himmioktit kove hoktut havakharagneakami Sean Petrie gilqa hoknaktunga danirgneak habku akullinga atinga President Nick Angalatineakami Uvagut Development Corporation IDC kudni hin hagdineqwaquk May 1st minganin okiobak Uvagut hin lawyer Nick havaktuk okakdachinik Shana hin Dalimafani kokyunik Uvagut Angalatirat corporate group mi daniktun hin Angalatiraqlo hivenik hagniqaqlo Uvagut nunanlani Angalatirani IRC kunni IDC kunnilu hin lu ikayuktinika kaulinik havagniqaqlo ausaimi IRC kunni havagavengatni hin Kaulik Kamiragnakwak President Nick Davini Havagavangatni Weldo Beals Manufacturing Havagavangatni IRC Gut Ingming Nick Havak Hagnikamik Hin President Nakamilo Sean Hiven Nikariniarite IDC Gut Ihimiuktit Daitna Hiven Mutikubluit IRC Anglachit Daimungamun na Dachranikuk IDC Gut Kuyanagavirite Kaulinik Havakami James Thorburn Hiven Nikikami Havakamilu Okiupak Anglachikami ᓴᓅꒃᓮ Matrum Hinlo Invalid Development Corporation Gut IDC Gut Ilukan Invalid Bigigate Ingming Havangnik Invalid IRC Gutni Hinlo Inuak Barnika Ingming Havak Hagnakut IRC Gut Bibira Kaktutlu Uvagut Niklu Iglu Niklu Nunang Niklu IDC Ikayugugait Aulagnihin Yagania Kamigit Invalid Angagavingat IFA Nik Daiguit Taniktun Hinlu Pilgofagugait Hibunmun Invalid Humilaka Ettot Pilgofa Kablogit Inuit Nunangat Nilu Hinlu Ihumufago Kufi Abehrut Lagiki Anglachingat Ilitui Dingat Catherine Pate IRC Gunni Kukulat Lagiki Ilitui Fahokufi Kukwagavinga 867-678-5016 Aglat Lagikilu Kakiharagun Digavinga media@inuvaluit.com Hinlu Inuvaluit IRC Kunni Innekadaginegait Bulagniaktut Edmonton Mun Tanwangitot Uvlongatni Hinlu Inuvaluit IRC Kunni Inuvaluit Edmonton Mi Katibaniaktut Kitungatnilu Bulagniagait Uvlumi Daitna Kuya Hood Kubluit Inuvaluit Bitkohingat Bulat Lakabluit Tatidit Lakabluit Nigit Lakabluitlu Inuvaluit Nikiniklu Atukturagniaktutlu Angyong Niaktutlu Kuya Hoodik Barganiagaitlu Hinlu Katibaniaktut Hanahuigvingmi Uvlongatni Unadatkakhiumi Tanwangitwat Uvlongatni June 21 Mukbang 11 o'clock Minganan, 3 o'clock Managlan, Victoria Park Me. Hinlu Inuvaluit Anglachit, Hivuniktingat Atangorangatlu, Erwin Elias, Davinin Uvanin Neaktut, Edmonton Me, Ang Maganerait, Kuvehutingat Katimaneakamik, Kinigaganeaktutlu, Hin Angayong Neaktutlu, Paula Dumin, Angayong Neaktut. Hinlu Nikinaganeaktutlu, Tangongatonic, Invalug Nikinik, Hin Lian Goose, Gustanajanlu, Davini Neaktutlu, Lian Atogniakami, Gustanajan, June Agagagniakamilu, Nudakatlu, Huliragvingnik, Biragneaktutlu, Taitna Invalui. Edmonton Mugniaktut Ilitui Fatlakablugat Inuvaluit Edmonton Mi Kaniratlu Inuvaluit Davini Mogamiklu Huliragvingint IRC Kunni Havangat Niklu Hinlu Uvagut TV Uvani Davini Mungnak Tugotlu 11 o'clock Minyanan 12 o'clock Managlan ăᕐᕕăniaktut Daudat Lagaki Inuvaluit Katimaniakamik 11 o'clock Minyanan 12 o'clock Managlan Hinlu IRC Gut Havaktingata Hin Ukautigniagika Ukatlarat Ukahokdotlu Havaktingat IRC Kunni Ukautigniagik Botlu Angirotlu Atukdotlu Ukagugumik Hinlu Tamanna Bulagnia Kamigit IRC Gut Ilagat Havaktingatlu Daitna inevaluate katimatlakabluit etnintinmi kaniratlu hinlu daitna kwehuit kabluit inevaluate bitkohingat kauhingat ukauhivot bitkohivot nigit lakabluit adult lukut nigit lakabluta adult chicken hinlu inevaluate ikayukabluit outside meat dot ilitui fakabluit IRC kunni ᓐᓕഅනිත් kanutunlu ikilagait inevaluate hinlu hutukot hivunmut hivunliugnegait havangat IRC min hin ilitui fakuffi okaudi lagiki ilitui tingat angalatchingat habaktingat IRC mi Catherine Pate IRC kunni aglat lagiki media@inevaluate.com. Aglan pangmapak ᓐᕕഅනිත් Jordy Reed danngungitsuat kauhinik angalatsi atannguruk havagavengat ni gavamani NWTmi nunaptingni dautullakyung una kiniktuagliuvut Jordy Reed nunghauta kautikapku ᓐᕗnaif meet nama dautullakyung una Jordy Reed ᓐᕗnaif min. Krinakpak Jordy kakitenginagiga Jordy uvani habaktuk gavamani tanngungitsuat kauhenik angalachiruk havakaktuk daitna hinik. Krinakpak, thank you very much, Jordy, for speaking with me today. And before we start, Kuludit Ginawa Jordy, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, who your relations are?
Okay, Kwainaini Jordy. C. Jordy Reed Soulier. So my name is Jordy Reed. Berudesche Nasthur. I am from Yellowknife, born and raised here in Yellowknife. But most of my family is from south of the Great Slave Lake. So my family originates from Rasha River, ᓴᓅᒃᓴᐃᓪᓗ. I would call myself ᓴᓅᒃᓴηᓗ. That's where my family originates. But most of them now live in Denenukwe, Fort Resolution, or Hay River area. So my mom is Angela James and my dad is Scott McQueen, and my grandparents are Danny and Doris McQueen. So if anyone out there knows them, just putting that out there.
Oh, Krinakpak Jordy, Kairagro inunerok ang iyokangit Rasha River mi uvani nunaptingni anirok inuneroklu ang iyokangitlu atatangitlu ananangitlu dait na habaktuk angalachironik gavamani. Ukakideginagiga angalati kami itnehinik mentorship apprenticeship program nik Inuit ilihartinekamik ilitinekamik lu Inuit tanngungitsuat ukauhinik. So ukarohi dalimat pingahong nik maligodakhranik bikaktuhi kuliuti lavida huna tamatkwat maligodakhranget. You talked about the 8 principles during the sessions. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. Yeah, math is built on these principles that give it a foundation to the learning, and we've split it up into 8. So the main 2 that we really like to highlight are leave English behind. So that idea, that concept of immersion. And then another one is that language is culture. And so that you have to make sure that in your sessions, you're incorporating kind of a holistic view of how to learn language and incorporate language into your life.
Yeah.
But some of the others are really to assist in making sure that you're staying in the language. So another one is that the program focuses on understanding and speaking the language. In this program, we don't focus on reading and writing. because it's really, a lot of it's built around how children learn, and children don't learn to read and write until they're, maybe 6 years old or so, 6, 7 years old. So, so we don't have those expectations on our adult learners as well. Also, it's built around using language in your everyday life. So one of the principles is to speak in full sentences. If you think about how language is maybe taught in previous times, it was numbers and colors and animals, and those are all important things to learn. But if you only teach that, the person won't be able to have a conversation. So you need that full sentences. And then another key one is that it's really the apprentice is an active learner. So the apprentice is the one driving the learning, because as adults, we know how we like to learn and we know what we want to learn. And so that's a really beautiful part of the program, to give it that flexibility.
And what do you enjoy the most about being involved in language revitalization?
The people, the stories, the relationships, because the mentor-apprentice program, a huge part of it, I said, is that mentor-apprentice relationship. But we also really try to foster an overall community in the Northwest Territories of people that just want languages in the North to be strong. And so that brings us all together for a common purpose. And that's really powerful. And so to be involved in that kind of community, it just, I think it uplifts everyone.
Juga itnihinik habaktinik kami katimakamik Inuit nakuhagabiralo Inuit kuleak tuangat ilawini kami huang hefa kablugit dan ngitoy tukauhinik dait na pigok daili kablugit kvena virak tuklu Inuit katimakamik ilan na kamiklu katimakamik nakuvirak koklu huna habaklaginik ba itnihinik tagmak daili nirakap ko invalid no kauhib daniktunik kauhib. But what are some of the challenges of revitalizing the language?
I think it can feel like a lot of urgency and a lot of responsibility. Urgency because we rely on our elders for the language, and elders are passing, and so you feel that desire to do it really quick so that we can collect all the knowledge that is still alive in our communities. And responsibility because it's huge. Language is culture, and we need our languages to be strong so that we as people can be strong. And that's a lot of responsibility. And personally, I think that's what I find as the two main challenges that I have, but I hear it as well in participants. And I think that's why I bring up the best part of this is the community, is because when you're around other people that are taking on that goal as well, we're all sharing the weight of it, so it's not as heavy.
Ihumalo na virak tuka inuak parat okatla larat udokanatlo daimakamik tuko kamik okaw hingitlo daimago kamiklo daimakamik Inuit ihumalo na virak tuk kape na virak tuka tanungi chojo kau hingik mikli viraginik man inung niko katlaginik kwat dait na atauchi mo kamik naguvir niko kavena virak tuk ihumalo na chotun ituk katimakamik Inuit tanungi choni kau hinik hong hefa huk namigitlo atauchi mo kamik naguviraginik hokuk. And so this has become an annual event over the years. And what advice would you have for those who would like to be an apprentice or a mentor?
Oh, That's a really great question. I think if you're thinking about joining the program, just reflect on, is it the right time in your life to take on this responsibility? So it takes a lot of time. 200 hours over 9 months might not seem like a lot, but it averages out to about 5 to 7 hours a week, which as adults, we're so busy that is a lot of extra time. And you also need to be in the right place to be able to take language learning can be emotionally exhausting as well. It brings up a lot of feelings in people sometimes. So you just need to make sure that you're ready for that as well, for both the learner and the mentor. But I think if anyone's thinking about it, I would say apply, because it really is a life-changing experience.
And sometimes you hear from people saying that, oh, I didn't know about this mentorship apprenticeship program. How do people find out more about the mentorship apprenticeship program, and if they were interested in becoming involved?
Yeah, so the government of Northwest Territories has social media platforms, and that's where a lot of our programming is shared. We also have a website, the Indigenous Languages and Education Secretariat, but we partner with Indigenous governments as well. So the Inuvialuit Regional Corporation is one of our partners, and so when we're advertising, they're advertising as well. So that if participants from the northern region wanted to get more information, I would say get in touch with your Indigenous government too. And just intake is every year, the same time, January of every year. So when you're in your Christmas celebrations with your family and if you're a learner and you're trying to find a mentor, that's the time to track one down, and then you can apply together in the new year, every year.
Right. Do you have any closing comments?
I would just say ʻŌʻauᕗini for interviewing myself and other participants in the program, because I think that is a huge part to bringing more people along on their language journey, is hearing from other people and spreading the word. So yeah, ʻŌʻauᕗini for that.
Pinak Baraklu. Tautuktohi nungahauta akautikapku Jordi Reed tanngongechwad kauhinik atangarangat gavamani nunaptingni havaktuk yalanaifmi ukakadikaga yalanaifmit nama hin angalachigu havakatingatlu tamanna ilihautri huktot tanngongechwad kauhinik ilichi huktotlu yalanaif mugu kamit hin ilihautri kanutun ilihautri larut Inuvialuktun tanngongechwaniklu kauhaniknik hinlu kanutun ilichit laratlu ilichi huktot tanngongechwad kauhaniklu uve hin taigwa fagnaktunga makbiganik taharashanik hinlu ITK Inuit Tapagit Canada mi ilichuriniqwat ilichuk kimilrutik para kamit kanukit magan Inuit Inupiat Inuhingat atlatlu Inuit humilika etdot Inuhingatlu hinlu etluilik para kaganakut bilgofangit tutwok Inupiat Inunerot Inuit nungatni atlanin inungnik atlat Inuit Canada mi humilika etdot hinlu bakirot $32,000 nikkehenikuk Inuak Bard Inupiat Maninyagurut aglan atlat Inuit humilika etdot $100,000 dun Maninyagurut wuk hinlu Inuit nunangatni 52% nik ᓐᕗကိᔮnik Uvagut Inuit Inuit nunangatni aglan ᓐᕗᔮനിකුත් atlat Inuit Canada mi ᓐᕗᒍთ 74% dunguk hinlu Inuit nunangatni ᓐᕗᒮ바rat 47% dun ᓐᕗᒮ바rat adaw hinik iglunik ᓐᕗᒮgurat aglan 9% kihenik ᓐᕗᒮbarangitsuat adaw hinik iglunik atlat Inuit ᓐᕗᒮᔮ hinlu 58% guk Inuit Inuit nachingitgait high school ngat aglan atlat Inuit Canada mi 13% kihenik nachingitgangat nachilhagut high school ngat ᓐᕗᒮᔮ hinlu 21% kihenik Inuit nachikgangat ilihagayaffagurat ilihakpangmi aglan 61% nik ᓐᕗᒮnikkut Inuit ᓐᕗᒮᔮ atlat Inuit nachigu kamigit ilihakpangat hinluguk Inuit nunangatni ᓐᕗᒮbarat nudakkat 68% dun nikikiligurat aglan ᓐᕗᒮᔮ atlat Inuit ᓐᕗᒮ Canada mi 17% kinyanik nikikiligurat hin Inuit Inuit 72 dun aglan ᓐᕗᒮbarat Inuit nunangatni ᓐᕗᒮgurat aglan atlat Inuit ᓐᕗᒮᔮ 85 okyunik ᓐᕗᒮgurat lo Inuit nunangatni ᓐᕗᒮbarangitsuat ingmingnik iglukaktuat 19% dun aglan 67% dun atlat Inuit ᓐᕗᒮᔮ iglukaktut guk. Ugot hin night ᓐᕗᒪᒃvingat festival nik ihagudiniaktut ikaluit nunuvat mi June 28 minyanan 21 monaglan hinlu ᓐᕗᒮ Inuit nunangatni tanngungitsuat atokduraktit ᓐᕗraktit lu davini mongniaktut Inuit nunangatni kalatlit nunanin Sapmi aorta lu New Zealand min lu ᓐᕗᒮ lu tanngungitsuat Inuit katimaniaktut ikaluit mi atogniaktut angiyongniaktut lu ilitsugniaktut lu ilhimaringat workshops nik da biniaktut lu taniktun ᓐᕗᒪᒃvingnik lu biniaktut lu davani hin lu dautut lagniaktu hilu bisit atoktit Arviani Inuit nunangatni biuragniaktut lu inupianik biuraganinik ᓐᕗᒪᒃtit lu kautigniagait daitna bilgufat lakabluit davani Inuit bulat lagniagait lu ᓐᕗᒪᒃtit davani mongniak kamik ikaluit mun atokduraktit lu hin lu adauti mongniaktut nikinagniaktut lu kuvehutikubluit Inuit Inuit nikingat ilhimaringat bitkohingat lu hin lu ilhimaviragait katimakparagniaktut Inuit nunangatni atogniaktut angiyongniaktut elenait tamanna atinga davani butlakabluit tanngungitsuat ᓐᕗᒪᒃtit katimat lakabluit pulat lakabluit havakitit lakabluit inibeakatigit taitna ilitsuifa kabluit ilihautit lakabluit havangat nik ᓐᕗᒪᒃtingat lu davani moktonun lu hin lu daudugniaktu hi ukiukak katimanikamik davani kaluit mi atokduraktit angiyuktit atokduat lu ikaluit mi daudugniakki 2 minutes kayak mukbaun utigniaktugit daudulakiung elenait ukiukak
Uanino finkaramatiqarpunga Alianat Arts Festival mi unnungusumi tribute band peqatigaluuni pitersussuunga massakkult isiginnaarpat Uvagut TV
Arviani ng mingnu Pivalliajut ng mingnu tuinatya tabwa Northern Heights tayo man nasakti si mo.
Pusi tupet jong mo Arviani mi
Dautuktohi ukiukak ʻŌʻŌliʻaनिथ festival ngat ilangit bikamik gatimakamik davani ikaluit nunubut mi. Uvahin inuveluktun ʻŌʻŌṛagubiutun ʻŌʻŌṛihautineaktunga, and your word of the week is nanuk, polar bear, nanuk, nanuk. For example, if you want to say 2 polar bears, nanuk, nanuk, nanuk. 3 or more polar bears, nannut, nannut, nannut. Nanuktuk, he got a polar bear, nanuktuk. And Okiopak, NHLnik, Stanley Cupnik, Akimakbarinikwat, Carolina Hurricanes, Akimannikwat, Ichachranika, Akihauti Las Vegas Golden Knights. Uvahin Nachikayaginikapta, Kuyinak Barak, David Kuptana, Kolakta Akavit, Ovlapak, Kuyinak Baraklu, Jordi Reed, Kautikapku, Kautiginik Manga Yellowknife Meat Nama. Nakuvirnik Uvli Lautagichi, Uvanga Atagashakralak Dori Maligana, Biakoganaichuatun, Nakuvirnik Uvli Lauti Mountain. Kuyinak Barak, Nakuvirnik Uvli Lautagichi. July Mukban. We're taking it July Mukban. July 8 Mukban, Pivalliajut Pivalliajut inuveluit Pivalliajut. Nakuvirnik uvli lauti mauhi hanuhi kiulu.